Everyone, welcome back to my channel, Almost Delulu. This is Harita. Okay, I personally hope that today's video reaches to all the people who are on the verge of giving up because honestly, I am on the verge of giving up on making today's video. I think I'm gonna cry now because I've been trying to make this video for the last 2 hours and I literally came up with this one perfect video after like multiple takes. But I forgot to switch on this one button and it didn't pick up the audio and the whole video got muted. And this happened like thrice today. Yeah. So I hope you guys don't give up because I am not giving up. I still want to like make that video and post it at 9 o'clock because I want to be consistent. So I hope you guys take this as your inspiration and then not give up. Uh, I'm literally gonna cry, bro. Okay, before I dig into it, I want to talk about this book. It's called The Shadow Work Journal. It's been helping me a lot, and also this is especially for all the people who are feeling stuck or who are in the loop or who have been having a lot of anxiety because a lot of things that's happening with your life. I just feel like this book is a perfect therapist for you guys. It just helps you dig into yourself and try to like figure out what's the reason or what are those stuck energies. And I personally, okay, I'm not gonna talk about this book. Like put the book information in the description below. But what I personally want to talk about in today's video was this particular page, like how you can see the interesting drawings over there. So I'm going to talk about like these 10 activities that would help you reduce anxiety, hype yourself up, and maybe make you feel more positive. Yeah, I mean, I personally tried it and it really helped me. The problem with me was like I wasn't really that consistent with this one. I just tried it like once or twice and it actually helped me, but yeah, I was more focused on making myself miserable than actually trying myself to be better. So yeah, it didn't help out. But that's one of the things that I wanted to discuss about in this video was like I want to take this up as a challenge. So when I was making this, I was like, wait, I'm talking about like 10 activities that help someone hype themselves up and make themselves like think more positive. So why don't I try doing it by myself? Like, I mean, obviously I did it before, but I wasn't consistent. So why don't I take this week as a challenge and try out each thing a day and then see if works out. Like, I mean, how it feels if I'm actually consistent with it. So yes, that's my challenge and I'm hoping if I actually stick to it, I want to make another video like part 2 of it for next Saturday and that's going to be my idea. So let's see how it works out. Anyways, before I dig into these 10 activities, I also want to tell you guys that before you actually do all these, I want you guys to like sit, maybe consider today as your day zero, and then sit with yourself and think about all the things that you love doing as a child. Like, for me personally, I used to love like painting. I used not actual painting, it was painting by number. I used to like just see a picture and then scribble on it. So that's my favorite activity. Or sometimes I would love playing with the clay a lot, or it could also be just like randomly dancing. So yeah, these were like some of the examples. I don't want you guys to get influenced with my examples, but I want you guys to like actually sit with yourself and think of all the things that you loved doing as a kid, because that will definitely help with whatever I'm going to say right now. And also that's one thing. And then for the next 7 days, I also want you guys to like write a gratitude journal, like have a tiny book or open a notes app and then have a section just for that or a folder for that, and then start writing 3 things that made you happy that day, you know? And it's all about little things, right? So maybe it can be anything, honestly. You could be like, oh, I'm so happy that I got to wake up at this time, or I'm so happy that I had 2 hours of relaxing time, or whatever it can be. Just write 3 things that you're grateful for next 7 days. And before I also start again, try to be positive. This one week, try to be positive. This is something I try myself do. Like I try to do it like every weekend, and honestly my friends hate me for this. I mean, hating is a big word, but I feel like they get annoyed sometimes because every weekend I try myself to be positive, and every time they rant about something, I'm like, oh, be positive, oh, think positive, and they're like, bro, you can't apply that in every point of your life. And I'm like, I'm trying my best. So yeah, try your best to stay positive. And what I mean by it is like every time your brain is like thinking anything negative, maybe shut. I wouldn't say shut it, but maybe say, okay, cancel out. It's just my paranoid brain, or it's just my anxiety talking. So just think of anything positive, or think of a best case scenario at that point, and just live, go with it. Yeah, honestly, that's as simple as it can be. Now digging into the 10 interesting activities, and I hope you guys really really try this activities because it actually helps, guys. So please try it. Yeah, or at least for my sake, for actually not giving up and making this video for you guys today, please please try it. So the first and foremost one is touch the earth. So by this, I personally feel it's just basically what it's saying: touch the earth, go barefoot, walk on the grass, or touch a tree, or hug a tree, or just be in the nature. Like enjoy the nature as much as you can. Honestly, yeah, that's one thing. The second one is stretching. So I am definitely not a gym person, and I'm not a workout kind of person. So in these cases, what I usually do is like just pull up some random YouTube video with easy stretches, and it can just be like 10 minutes. You can just do some easy stretches or easy yoga thing for like 10 minutes, and I feel like that just helps you come back to your present, you know. The next one will be draw or doodle. As you can see behind me, I don't know if you can see it clearly, but the one right beside the calendar, that one is a doodle. I did it, it was more of a paint and sip kind of thing with my friends, and that was a very memorable thing for me. So I think draw and doodle is one of the another good activity that will help you reduce your anxiety and just hype yourself up. So it's just like the whole point of it is just being in the zone and then enjoying yourself and reminding yourself that there's a little kid in yourself who's just like maybe, I don't know, just don't forget that there's a little kid in your head. So yeah, the next one would be put on a song you love and dance. This is my personal favorite because I always love listening to music. I do it a lot, and sometimes I feel like it's getting too much because I use it as my coping mechanism. Because whenever I don't want to think, I put on a music because I don't think. But again, little do I know that if I'm listening to music, it means that I'm shutting down my thoughts, and that's definitely not a way to go because whenever you're going through something, you'll have to sit through it and you'll have to think through it, and shutting yourself down is basically making you go on loop. So which is probably why you feel like you're still stuck in a loop because you're not ready to listen to yourself. So, yes, that's why I said start off with listening to yourself. So, this technique will definitely help you because I mean, it helps me. So, it's again like whatever works with you kind of thing. But maybe try to put on a song you love and dance to it. Like, dance to it as if no one's watching you. And there's another thing that you guys can try, which I do it, is like every time I put on a music that I love and then I act as if I'm the main character, obviously. And I don't know, I just imagine myself in that, and maybe sometimes I visualize my future, or if not future, I would just visualize myself that, oh, what could be a best case scenario, and then I just like live it. Like, be as Delulu as you can. Guys, being Delulu actually helps. I mean, not always, but it does help if you use it in the right way. So, this exact activity, if you're doing it, I want you guys to be as Delulu as you can. Please. The next one would be write a poem. So I don't think I'm good at this one. So I don't think I would try it personally. But if you're someone who's into poetry or who loves writing, then I feel like this is for you because it's again like touching your inner kid. Maybe as a kid you loved writing, or maybe as a kid you loved reading books. So maybe this would actually help you guys. So please try it and let me know if it actually did. The next one is make art. So make art, I personally feel is similar to draw or doodle because that's art for me. But if you're like, if you have more knowledge of art and you can go beyond it, then I would ask you to do it. I think my friends are more artistic than me, so they're like really into painting. A friend of mine is like amazing, like she draws on canvases and shows it to me every week, and I really appreciate her talent. And I feel like she should do it more. And if she's actually watching it, bro, you gotta do it more because I am impressed by your art. And then the same goes to my roommate. I feel like she has to do it more often. So if you're watching this again, then bro, you have to do it. So the next one would be go. Oh, sorry. The next one would be do a gratitude meditation. So I feel like this is similar to like writing the gratitude things, like writing three things that you're grateful about. But it's more like it depends on what you are into. It's like if you are into a meditation or if you really want to try out meditation, I'm gonna like put in the description few meditation videos that I use, like the guided meditation ones that help me out and is also like raises your vibration or maybe like makes you feel positive. So you guys can try that out. It really helps me. But if you're someone who's not into meditation, then the simple thing that you can do here is maybe like sit and then write 10 things that you're grateful for or just three things, or maybe just continue doing that initial thing that I said, like maybe write three things that you're grateful for either in the morning or in the night before you're sleeping, because it's really effective at that time. But if you still want to do it, then you can do it at any point of the day. It's not a restriction again, so you can just do it whatever feels right to you. The next one would be bath in the sunlight for 10 minutes. So this I personally link it with the touch the earth, because it's again being in the nature, because you gotta go out. And I know it's summer and most people don't want to like be in the sun for obvious reasons. Even I don't want to be in the sun. So maybe pick a good time. Probably like now it's around 7 o'clock and the sun has already set or it's in the process. So the weather is like really good. So maybe it's a good time for you to like just go in the nature and then take the sun in, or maybe early in the morning if you're like a morning person, maybe like wake up around like 6:30 or something, and then just go out, be with yourself. You If you like to jog, then you can do that, because you can again like mix it with the stretch thing, or you can just live live in the present. That's the whole point. The next one is my personal favorite because I do that a lot. That is go for a walk. So I am a very walk kind of person, if that even makes sense. But there's like two things I want you guys to know, that when you're going for a walk, if you're like in a normal good zone and then you're just out there because you just want to hype yourself for no reason, then yeah, you can put on music and then you can mix it with that, like put on your music you love and be Delulu and be the main character and all that things. So you can do all that together. You can listen to the song and you can just walk. You can just enjoy. But if you are in a zone where you're like completely overwhelmed and you're like literally stuck or you're like literally dying with anxiety, then I would say do not listen to music. That doesn't help. That's just a distraction and it will not help you in any way, because it's like after you come back from the walk, it's gonna be the same thing and you're again in the loop. So the best way in that scenario would be not listening to the music and just going for a walk and just seeing what's around you and just being there. Like just without anything in your head, just go for a walk, let your thoughts flow through, and I don't know, don't expect anything. The whole point in all of these activities is not expecting an outcome, but just being in the present and just doing it because you want to do it and because that will make you feel good. So, yeah, that's one thing. And last but not the least, and my personal another favorite is take a shower, envision the water washing away lingering negative energy. So this I personally do at least, like I feel like especially in the night, because I am someone who would overthink in the night, and I feel like a lot of people out there would do. And if you are like me, what usually happens with me is like every time before I'm sleeping, this like all the things that I could ever think of just gets into my brain, and then now I'm in a whole loop of like negative thinking. So that's when I usually just rush into the shower and then just do a normal shower. And I basically envision or just think that every time like I'm washing off, like I'm just washing off all the negative energy and I'm all good. And trust me, like every time I come out, I always feel very calm and I usually get to sleep like very soon. So this is something I really love and it really helps me. So if you, and it doesn't really have to be at night. If you are overthinking or really in a zone of anxiety at any point of the day, I would suggest take a shower. It really helps. And if it doesn't, then going for a walk always helps. So these two are like for sure. Like no matter who you are, I know for a fact that these two would help you to calm yourself down and just hype yourself up. So that comes to an end. Yes, we finally did it. I hope this mic doesn't ditch me this time and it actually helps me out. I don't know how the audio is gonna turn out, but I hope that this is gonna be up. But coming to the closing statement, I really, really, really wish that you guys try all these 10 activities over the next 10 days and also like sit with yourselves before anything and write all the things that you love doing as a kid. That way you can relate something with these activities, because it's more about like connecting with your inner child or connecting with your kid self that used to love doing, or used to be very like, how as a kid we used to just love being there, we used to be enthusiastic, we used to be like curious about every little thing. Maybe it's just like connecting yourself with that old self. So maybe try doing these. And I personally, and I really hope that it helped you guys. And I am gonna try it, and I'm gonna come back in like 7 days or maybe 10 days, and I'm gonna give you a review on how I feel when I did it for like consistently for next few days. So yeah. Until then, please do also like go through my description, because I'm gonna attach details about this book and the guided meditations. And yeah, until then, see you guys. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon, and like the video. Bye.